Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome. What a great trading day for crypto, particularly Dogecoin this morning. And what do we have right here? We've got Dogecoin continuing to move up and touching 6.5 cents again. Great trading, great trading. Welcome all, welcome. I'm Chris. This is Chris Pack's channel. We talk about cryptocurrencies. We talk a little bit more about Dogecoin than the other ones because we have fun with dogs and memes and Elon. What else is going on? It is a lot of fun. So we'll be covering a lot of the news, some charts, and I have the best chart, the absolute best Dogecoin chart that you'll ever see. I'll be showing that in a little bit. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait. This is going to be fun. Oh, I'm not going to show that yet. We got a long way to go. But if the chart that I'm going to show you plays out, you will get the biggest O face ever. So how's everyone doing? Doing okay? Are we all Dogecoin fans? Are we crypto fans? I think there's still a few skeptics out there that may think that Doge is still going to drop back down. Those that have limit order set at like 2 cents or 3 cents. They're not going to fill. They're not going to fill. It's just not going to happen. I mean, look what's going on. Look at what's going on. Not going to fill. And someone on one of my posts this morning on X Twitter said that the Dogecoin's a scam. I'm just like, well, there's some of us making a lot of money on a scam then, because Doge is doing good, according to Joke Smoke 95. Welcome. Doing good. Doge pivot up. What's the opportunity? The opportunity was last week when we were talking about buying Dogecoin at under 6 cents. And did you have an opportunity? Now, is 6.4 cent Dogecoin a good price? Yeah, probably. When Dogecoin is 7 and 8 cents, you're going to be wishing you would have bought at 6.4. That's how it works. At the end of a bear market, that's how it works. Back to 06? You think so, Curtis? You think we're going to drop back down? I don't know. I mean, look what's happening with Bitcoin. Just keeps going up. Cruised past 31,000, came back. I mean, here it was, right? This early this morning, after it passed 30K, cruised up, just touched 31,000, came back down, and then this morning into this afternoon, retested it, came back over, back tested, a little lower drop into the 30,900, and then it took off again. And this is all the excitement around these spot ETFs. That's what all of this is. Nobody's selling their Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin. It was funny, if you're watching Tom Crow earlier, he set a leveraged long at about 31.1 or so. His stop was 30,800, and then he was going to close it at 31,800. And what happened during the stream? But Bitcoin was moving down, just touched 30,800, but it didn't liquidate him. And then Bitcoin turned around, came up, and he cashed out. So there's some trading going on as well that is happening with crypto. And Tom had a great trade today. He was pretty excited about that. He's got a much longer leveraged long back from last December when Bitcoin was below 16K. And he's still riding that one. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Dogecoin's market cap 67 times lower than Bitcoin's. Yeah, but how many more Dogecoins are there than Bitcoins? And what are the chances that Dogecoin can catch up to Bitcoin? You never know. You never know. Hey, Jason, how are you? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, the opportunity is Doge's market cap 67x less. Yep. That's the opportunity. Got it. 6 cents and up. No more fives, Curtis says. No more fives. And if we zoom out on this chart to the 4-hour chart, and we'll do a little bit of this, then we'll get into some of the news. This is where we were. This was the big drop here on October 9th. And so that white circle right there, that was our big last purchase into our Kriss Pax portfolio at 5.88 cents. Now, could we have gotten it a little bit lower? You don't know when these big drops happen. And I thought that at that time, Doge was going to recover back up to 6 cents. And it had another couple dips in store. But those are the buying opportunities, are those dips. And some of you are buying because you were talking about it on the stream. And then we had, yesterday, we had this one last dip right there, right to 599. Just one last dip for someone who might want to get some more Doge under 6 cents. And then it took off. And as Curtis said, that might be it. You might not be able to get 5-cent Dogecoin ever again. Now, there could still be a dip going forward. There could be some crypto crash thing that could happen. But right now, based on the trading and what we see going on with Bitcoin, just continuing to move up, Doge isn't dropping. It's just not dropping. So, I mean, what a great chart. What a great chart right now. Yeah, I know. We can zoom out and we can look at the weekly and we can say, yeah, I mean, Doge is still way down here on the weekly chart, way down here. There's a long way to go. That's right. But when bull markets start, you start low. And these are the buying opportunities, is when it's low. And that's what we've got. Hey, Caleb, I'm ready for the Doge 1 rocket launch. I'm hearing it might be delayed into December. Don't have complete confirmation on that yet. I did a whole video on that a week ago. If you want to check that out, check it on my channel, where I talked about the launch dates for Doge 1. So you can check that out on my channel. Jason says, I was dropping hundos on the dips into the fives. Should have been dropping thousands. Well, I mean, you do what you can, right? Ariel says, I'm ready for Doge dollar. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a couple minutes. We'll be talking about that too. So this morning, Dogecoin was leading the way as large cryptocurrencies post advances. And Dogecoin was up a higher percentage for the day than Bitcoin and most other cryptocurrencies for a while. And then what happened? Dogecoin slowed down after this big run. It hit 6.5 cents and then it rejected. And when Doge rejected there, Bitcoin only had a small little dip there and it was still under 31K. And then Bitcoin went on a run and overtook Doge. So now for the day, Bitcoin is up 5% and Doge is 4.7. 4.7 is good. Doge was up 5 earlier, but it's still good. Overall, green. I can't remember the last time I really looked at all of this green in the crypto market with all cryptos across the board being up. And it's good to see. It's been a long, long summer into the fall. So we deserve this, guys. We deserve this. For those that have been DCAing and collecting Doge, good for you. What we were doing, this is the Bitcoin chart. You know, we were charting these lower lows back here earlier in October and just wondering whether Bitcoin was going to continue to go down. But then we have this big news about, you know, Bitcoin spot ETFs with BlackRock and Grayscale and others. And it's just so positive news for Bitcoin that Bitcoin is going on a run. And it's bringing all the other cryptos with it. Dogecoin going on this run is on the tails of Bitcoin, but we know Dogecoin can have its own catalysts, which can get it to take off on its own. So that's how Doge started the morning, and then later up more than 6% in 24 hours as Doge hit right over 6.5 cents. This continues its positive trend over the past week, experienced up to a 7% gain. So it was volatility going up, volume going up, all good for positive trading for Doge, which of course, once you start seeing these gains, what comes out? What comes out? Well, Ariel knows, right? Can Dogecoin explode to $1? So already just one day of good trading of Dogecoin. And then we've got a bunch of articles saying, is Dogecoin going to go to $1? And it's just like, this is so early, guys. Let's get to 7 cents first. And then we can set our targets on 10 cents. $1. But you got to start somewhere. So I don't know who Angelo BTC is. And then somebody who has the name BTC or has BTC letters as part of their name, what are they doing talking about Dogecoin? They got BTC in their name. But Dogecoin has seen increased volatility with predictions, including by ex-Twitter user Angelo BTC, suggesting that Doge might reach $1. Dogecoin's sustained popularity is attributed partly to its endorsement by Elon Musk, Tesla CEO, and interest in other meme coins like SHIB. Yes, we're at that point now where new people are coming into the crypto market. They don't know about SHIB's past, and they hear about SHIB, and then they hear about Dogecoin. That's okay. New people finally hearing about Dogecoin, seeing what Dogecoin's about, and seeing the differences between Doge and SHIB, and they want to buy some Doge. Sure, go ahead, buy some Doge. So Angelo had this tweet, which was really cool. And I think it was this one. Right here. Angelo's tweet: the universe owes me $1 billion. Interesting. Target, $1. Profit, financial freedom, and its stop loss is set at 0. So here's that chart. Zoomed in. This is the chart from April or May of 2021 when Doge hit 74 cents. As Doge has traded down, those who have been buying Dogecoin have been accumulating, waiting for Doge to rocket back up. Are these bankers? I don't really think so. I mean, Angelo put bankers on here, but it's not banks buying Dogecoin. We're buying the Dogecoin, and a bunch of other whales are buying Dogecoin. And they're buying the Dogecoin because of Dogecoin's potential to outgain Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and others. Doge has the ability to do that. And with the accumulation of Dogecoin, this move up to $1 for many equals financial freedom. Financial freedom. So I talk a lot about financial freedom and how you can, some people call it getting rich. That's it's different level for different people, whatever rich is. But it's to the point where you don't have to worry about paying your rent or your utilities month to month. And if you're paying monthly payments on a car, you can pay that off, right? If you've got credit card debt and you can't pay that off and you're paying these monthly interest payments and you can never get ahead, this is the type of thing that can solve that and get you out of that debt. Now, it takes some patience to make that happen. And I know a lot of people are impatient. But it also takes some smarts. And we're going to be talking about this on this channel as we get into the bull run, particularly next year, on how to layer out in profits. Because you should take a little profit. Those that diamond hand, I'm never selling my Dogecoin. Well, we learned in 2021, yeah, not really the best idea. As Dogecoin went all the way up to 76, 75 cents, and then came all the way down to less than 7 cents. And I still have that original 400,000 Dogecoin that I bought at 2 cents. And I diamond handed it because I thought Doge was going to $1. And it didn't make it. And as it went down, it started to retest and come back up. And we were like, oh, okay, here we go. At the end of May, it's like, okay, Doge's going to go back up and we're going to go on this secondary run. Well, then Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin as payment for cars, which crashed Bitcoin, which then bought down the whole market back then. And that was tough. And then we've just had since then what they call contagion, right? Contagion after contagion after contagion eventually led us to the Luna crash, Celsius, Voyager, FTX, all of that just brought it all down. I still have those original 400,000 Dogecoin. And I diamond handed it all the way through. I probably should have sold a little bit of it. Now, me selling a little bit of it isn't going to really affect the price. The whales are the ones who affect the price, not us retail, traders. And even with 400,000 Dogecoin, if I sold 100,000, that's not going to move the needle. It really isn't going to move the needle. Because you got whales selling millions of them all the time, especially when it's high volatility. 100,000 Doge isn't really going to move the needle much. And some of you are still trying to get to 100,000 Dogecoin. You might have 50,000 or 60,000. So maybe you use 10,000 of it and you take some profit there. And what's the point going to be when we start talking about taking profits? That's the question. And that's based on you and your own individual financial position and what you want to do. Everybody bought in at different prices. Everybody is looking for different things to come out of cryptocurrency. Many of us want to just, use our Doge, right? Use it as currency, right? Be able to spend Doge. And if Doge is back up at 60 and 70 cents, you can spend less Doge to get what you want than you can now at 6 cents. That's pretty cool. And that's the power of Dogecoin. You buy Dogecoin at 6 cents, but when Dogecoin hits 60 cents, you've got 10 times the buying power for that Dogecoin. Think about that. That's pretty cool. But Doge going to financial freedom. If you have 1 million Dogecoin, and if Dogecoin gets to $1, that's $1 million. And if you bought that Dogecoin for $50,000, $60,000, which is quite an investment and quite a risk. There's no doubt there's a risk there. But you typically don't get rewards unless you put in a little risk. That's how it goes. So this time, I'm not waiting for $1. I'm going to start layering a little bit of profits. I'm going to keep a lot of my Dogecoin for much further into the future, but we'll get into that. But this is what I wanted to show you. This chart is that this is the potential that Doge has. Now, could Bitcoin give financial freedom? Absolutely. Doge has the potential, though, to give you more. For instance, Dogecoin at 6.5 cents does a 10x from here. What does that do? That gets it to 65 cents, which isn't even its all-time high. But we go to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin at 31,000, if Bitcoin does a 10x, That's over $300,000 a Bitcoin, way beyond its previous all-time high. So which do you think has more potential for a greater percentage gain from here? This is why I'm more heavily invested in Dogecoin. Now, if we look at our portfolio that I mentioned, here's our portfolio. We started this portfolio in the middle of July. And for 2 months, we DCA'd into this portfolio. I put up $10,000 and we DCA'd into that portfolio. Now, with the DCA, we bought some XRP at kind of a higher price. We bought some SHIB. SHIB is really down. SHIB will go on its own run at some point in time, but it's a little down. But look at the overall price now. As of today, that portfolio is in the green. We're up $335. And it's just starting. It's just starting. And what are our top 3 positions? Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. And they're all in the green. Dogecoin is up 4.5%. Our Bitcoin is up 17.5%. Our Ethereum is up 4.5%. These are the big 3 right here. And this is what I've been talking about when I talk about my videos, is you've got Bitcoin, the store of value. You've got Ethereum with the smart contracts. And you've got Doge as the actual use as currency, as payments. And I think we're going to see that on X Twitter. Elon's going to roll that out at some point. And when he does, I'm just saying, what are the chances something like that could happen? Is it worth the risk? This portfolio of $10,000 has the ability to go pretty high. And when we're at that point in the bull market, based on the catalysts and what's going on, I'm not talking about just Doge 1. I'm talking about X Twitter. I'm talking about huge things for Doge. When we start selling this portfolio, I'm sharing the profits with you guys. Some of you are already on board. You've already joined the Kriss channel and you're a member and you're locked in. And I'm going to be paying out Dogecoin. If this goes to $50,000, that's $40,000 of profit. I'm going to keep $20,000 for me. The other $20,000, the other half, I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm going to pay it out in Dogecoin. Those that are a member of my channel longer are going to get a greater percentage of that profit. It's already in the profit now. We're already ahead. As of middle of October, we're already ahead. So all you got to do is go to my channel and join. Hit the join button. Not only do you get a check mark next to your name and your name shows up in green in the chat, you can use these fun little emojis. And as I get more members of the channel, I can add more emojis. That's how YouTube works. They only give you the first 3, which I passed that. And now I've got enough members, I was able to add 3 more. And Joke Smoke 95, welcome. Welcome to the Kriss family. This is going to be awesome. This is what we're looking for. So that's how you join. And when we sell, those that are members of the channel are going to share in the profits from this portfolio. So confident I am, and I was back in July, that buying in cryptocurrency in the summer before the Bitcoin halving So 2023, now I didn't get it all at the absolute bottom. Like I said, XRP, we kind of YOLO'd in a little bit because I didn't have any XRP in my own portfolio. I would get some XRP. But overall, I mean, look at our averages. Dogecoin, our average is 617. Bitcoin, it's 26.9. Ethereum at 1640. And where's Ethereum now? Ethereum's over 1700. So that's now in profit. And don't even talk about Render. We didn't buy enough Render. Render, we're up 40%. Our average price is $1.45 and Render's now up over $2. So that's in profit. And by the time we're in the bull market, it's all going to be profit. And it's just going to grow and grow. I'm so confident in that that's the bet I'm making with you guys. So think about it. Hey, Wall, I remember you. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Ariel likes the rocket ship. Yep. This is what we got going. So what else do we say about Dogecoin? Should you buy Dogecoin? Well, what we're seeing with Investors Observer, their risk reward score is shifting to the left. It's out of the risk category. It's going more toward the green, which is reward. It's less risky of a buy. And that less risk, a lot of it is what's happening to Bitcoin, what's happening to Ethereum. They're all going up. They're all going up. Good things ahead for cryptocurrencies. Are there some potholes ahead? Probably. We still have the SEC doing things. We still have war going on, 2 wars going on. We still have high inflation. We still have high interest rates. But you know what's happening? Actually, people are taking their money out of the stock market and they're putting it into Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies because they think at this point, Bitcoin is a better bet than the stock market. How about that? And we see that with this price. Will we have another dip? There's always dips. It's just how deep is the dip that's going to come. Right now, based on this price movement, I don't see huge dips. I don't see it. As Curtis said earlier, 6 cent Dogecoin. Are we going to see 5s again? I don't think so. I think that was that last chance. And on that last chance, this was the last purchase, and this was on October 9th, was our last purchase right there. And how much Doge did we buy there? October 9th, we bought 14,000 Dogecoin for $835 at 0.05885. That was our last purchase of Doge into our portfolio right there. Added 14,000 Doge. And that bought our average down to 617 because we had bought some initially up at like 699. So now we have over 75,000 Dogecoin, and Doge makes up almost half of this overall portfolio. This big blue, that's all the Doge. So we're almost half of the whole portfolio is Dogecoin. That's how confident I am in Doge and the profits that this portfolio is going to make. And it's something to have fun with too. Something to do on the channel. So that's what that is. Well, Jack, you're not showing up as a member right now. So you've subscribed, and being a subscriber is good. I like subscriptions. But you have to actually hit the join button there and actually join the channel to be a member. All right, Bitcoin hitting 31,000 might cost Dogecoin its price in a potential 9-week rally. So why would Bitcoin going up potentially not be good for Dogecoin? Some think it's because all the money going into Bitcoin, people aren't buying Doge. However, I say it's just the opposite. Because what happens? What did we see back in 2020 and early 2021? We saw people hearing about cryptocurrency. Then they would see that Bitcoin is $30,000 and they're like, well, that's too expensive for me. What else can I buy? Yeah, Dogecoin is 6.5 cents. I'll buy some Doge. And Dogecoin, for more traders than I know, well, more cryptocurrency investors I know, the first cryptocurrency they buy is Doge. Isn't that amazing? So Bitcoin's rally and all the good news that comes with it leads to more people buying Dogecoin. And as we're talking, Dogecoin just went back over 6.5 cents. It would be nice if it could just retest it here and then move up higher and then have a new support at 6.5 cents. That's what I'd like to see right now. And then absolutely, as Latosha says, that 5 cents was the last chance. We're not going to see 5 cent Dogecoin again. I also, when Dogecoin hit 5,885, I bought some for myself too. I topped off this portfolio with Doge, and then I bought some for myself too. I had to add some more at 5.885 cents. It was that good. So, technical indicator shows Dogecoin ready to start a new uptrend. Analyst predicts a 13% rally up to 7 cents. That's the next target. And I think that's what Curtis was asking earlier. What's the next target? What's the next price target? 7 cents. We got to get to 7 cents. And so this is Ali Martinez. We talked about Ali before. Ali has posted on X Twitter a number of things, and actually this was posted on October 21st. So this was on Saturday before this rally. And Ali said that Dogecoin appears ready to start a new uptrend. And this was on Saturday when Doge was still in the low sixes before this rally that's happening today. The TD sequential presented a buy signal on Doge's weekly chart. Sustained close above 6.2 cents could result in an upswing to 7. So based on what he was seeing here on Saturday, he said a move up and then back test and don't drop any lower than 6.2 could lead to a move up to 7 cents. We'd like that. That's a good move up. So on the short term, I'd like to see it just back to 6.5 and then move up from there. But it looks like it's dropping down to 6.49 right now. So we'll watch that. And what's Bitcoin doing? It's just moving right back up. This is the type of trading we haven't seen since the 2021 bull market. There have been some short rallies here and there, but not something I think that had as much positivity as this, particularly after the long summer and the long bear market. That this is a good, this is good trading. And it's not just straight up, right? It is just a consistent, day and a half. It'll be 2 days of just trading up. That's good to see. And again, it's not just one coin. We've got ETH, again, finally back over 1,700, which is good to see. Cardano, 27 cents. Come on, Cardano, get up there. Litecoin moving up above 67 bucks. So we're seeing it across the board. I can look at other alts if you want me to look at some other alts here. But right now, our focus is on Doge in that 6.5 cent mark. And what does Billy Marcus say? Number go up. So this was Doge price soars as Dogecoin founders X post sparks positive sentiment. And who is that? Well, that's our friend Billy Marcus. Goes by Shibitoshi Nakamoto on X Twitter. And he just simply posted this morning, number go up. That's Billy's humor. And that gets an article on you today, just that. But that's fun. Number go up. But we like that. Is Dogecoin, let's go back to this one, is Dogecoin a good investment? So what do you guys think? After what I just ranted on for the past half hour, is Dogecoin a good investment? It might not do this. It might not reach $1 anytime soon. There's a chance of that. But from where Dogecoin is today at 6.5 cents, and we haven't even hit the big catalysts that we think are coming for Dogecoin from SpaceX, X Twitter, and possibly Tesla again too. We're going to see those things happen. And we're going to see some of this crazy price movement that we saw back in early 2021 to lead to something that can give some of us financial freedom. I'm just saying. So is Dogecoin a good investment? You know, Dogecoin is still a top 10 cryptocurrency. If we look at CoinMarketCap, here's Doge, 9th place, $9.2 billion market cap for Dogecoin. It's actually right on the heels of Cardano now, as Doge is up 6.8 cents over 24 hours now, or Cardano's 3.5. So making a run at Cardano again. Doge has passed Cardano a number of times over the past couple of years, and it could do it again. Solana just went crazy. I don't know if Solana can sustain that, but that's just me. But Dogecoin, a top 10 cryptocurrency. Still. And will continue to be, in my opinion. This morning on X Twitter, I did a couple posts while you were sleeping. Dogecoin broke out. That was a nice thing to wake up to, seeing the charts this morning. And also posted when Dogecoin hit 6.5 cents. Dogecoin on the run. So follow me at Kriss on X Twitter, and we can have fun together there too. So I'm on YouTube and I'm on X Twitter, and you can see me there. And I do these live streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm here at 5 o'clock Mondays and Wednesdays. And then on Fridays, I do a 10 o'clock at night stream, a little later on Fridays, where we can kind of chill, relax, and also get some people joining the stream that can't make it at the 5 o'clock hour. So join me for those days. And we're going to have fun. And this is going to be fun. We're trying to. I know it's money, and a lot of you are down on your Doge investment. You bought Doge at 20 cents or 15 cents or 10 cents, and it's only 6.5 cents. We're going to get back up there, guys. We're going to get back up there. It takes patience. And we've been talking about that all summer long, of the patience that you have to have in this investing. This isn't the type of investing for people who want to make a quick buck. If you want to go chase one of those tokens, right? On BSC, Uniswap, right? some ERC20 token that somebody's making and guarantees some 100x. You can gamble with that and you can try that. But this is the less risk for potentially a good reward. And it's hard to argue against that. And Doge is doing just what I thought it would do. It came, it back tested 6.5, dropped just a touch lower, and now is moving up. Look at that. Gotta love it. Nope, something going on outside. Anyway. Gotta love it. Doge will be number 3 behind BTC and ETH next bull run. And I will do another video of that because I did a Photoshop showing Bitcoin number 1, ETH number 2, and Doge number 3 with Dogecoin at a $1 price. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to do another one of those videos, but I can't do it when Doge is at 6.5 cents. I need it to be a little bit higher. I think this is a little premature to be talking, can Dogecoin explode to $1? I think it's a little too soon to be talking about that. But at the same time, if you want to keep your eye on the prize of what the potential is and where this can go in a longer time period, then that's okay. $16 Dogecoin is the new goal. Let's get to 16 cents first before we start talking about $16. New York City Slickers at $10. We all have long-term price targets. How long you want to wait? This next bull run is going to be exciting. It's already getting off to an early start. It's still 2023. We haven't even had the Bitcoin halving yet, which is not until sometime maybe in April of 2024. And the previous 4-year cycles have shown that the true bull markets don't start until after the Bitcoin halving. And we're like 5-6 months before that. And we're already seeing this kind of movement in crypto. That's how exciting this is. And I think a lot of that is because of what's going on in the world. People aren't putting their money in banks. And the stock market is kind of teetering right now. I mean, Tesla just went from up to $260 a share all the way down to $202. This morning, you could have bought Tesla at $202. So the stock market is a little iffy. More are buying into crypto, particularly thinking about the BlackRocks and the Vanguards and the ARK Invests and all of them getting these spot Bitcoin ETFs and getting all of their wealthy clients to have some percentage of their portfolio in cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin. But as we've seen, as Bitcoin goes, so pretty much goes the rest of the crypto market. Oh, you're not seeing the join option? Oh, I don't know why, Jack. You might try a different browser. Try it on a computer with a different browser. And then you should see that join button there. So give that a try. What's up, Tomquat? I am doing well. Dogecoin is great today. Absolutely. And it's just moving higher. So with this next move up, where is our portfolio going? It was 10,356. It's now 10,391. Making money. Making money just sitting here talking. So You know who else is in profit? MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor. Oh, I lost my Michael Saylor. Let me just put that up real quick. Cool. Michael Saylor. Right? This guy who's been buying Bitcoin for August of 2020 so a little over 3 years now. He's been buying Bitcoin. And as he's been buying Bitcoin, and a lot of Bitcoin, he was ahead for a while, but then as the Bitcoin price shot up and he continued to dollar cost average Bitcoin purchases, his average price per Bitcoin kept going up. But eventually, as the bear market started, the price of Bitcoin dropped below his average. So as his average continued, the number of Bitcoin actually went up. He was dollar cost averaging at a lower price, and now he is in the green. Oh, you're on your phone, Jack? Yeah, wait until you're on a computer and do it on a desktop. So what I did, and I did this for a video about a month ago, was I did a calculation and I actually took all of the data of all of the purchases of Bitcoin for MicroStrategy and what the average purchase price was and added it all up. And he's got 158,245 Bitcoin. And with 158,000 Bitcoin worth $4.6 billion of investment. And this is MicroStrategy. It's not Michael Saylor's personal account. This is his business. 4.6 billion. Now at 31,000, that's 4.9 billion. But what's the price now? 31,600. So I can just put this in 31,600. I got this set up to automatically update. He's over $5 billion. His profit is $323 million in profit. That's what taking a long-term risk can do. And that's what Michael Saylor did. A long-term risk. And there are some with Dogecoin that bought a crap ton of Dogecoin early and are true Dogecoin millionaires today because they were buying at like 0.0007 per Dogecoin back in 2014. So those are the true whales of Dogecoin. They're very wealthy now, and there's a lot of them that did that. Today, we're looking at Dogecoin not being able to make that kind of wealth, but enough that if you're willing to take a bet like Michael Saylor did, but on Dogecoin, you could see a payoff. Now, again, it's a risk, and I do not recommend throwing a bunch of money that you don't have. Don't put it on a credit card. Don't mortgage your house to the hilt, and pull a bunch of money off and throw it all in Dogecoin. You don't want to lose your house. And that's just because there's always a risk there. But what you can, and that's what I've done. I've got a lot in there right now, but I still have a 401k plan. I still have real estate. I still have some other stocks and some other things. So I'm kind of spread out a little bit, but I'm heavy on Doge. Absolutely. My Doge percentage is like 50% of my crypto is in Doge. Same as this Kriss Pack's portfolio. It's up like there. So yeah. And Doge just keeps trucking along as I'm talking, and we're just making money. It's good to see. It's been a long time since we've seen this kind of price move. So, hey, New York, been watching you for a few years. Good to see you still consistently providing new information for the community. Cool. Awesome, awesome. Does Algo have a better return on investment than Doge? Yeah, so Algorand. Yes, I know Algorand was up there at that range. Algorand has a big problem, and I own a crap ton of Algorand too, and I invested a lot in Algorand, and I'm way down on my Algorand investment. So that's a tough. I'm down quite a bit. Algorand has great fundamentals. They've got a great blockchain. They just haven't had the marketing, and they haven't been able to take their product and really find a partner or those partners that can get Algorand to be more mainstream. They just can't do it. So the Algorand Foundation and others are talking about this sort of rebranding of Algo, and they won't change the name, but in terms of how they market it. But then their marketing person left the foundation, and it's a mess. Some of their lead developers from the blockchain left. And so I don't know what's going to happen to Algorand. I'm still holding, and I've got it staked, and I do my voting every 2 or 3 months through the Algorand Foundation because I believe in the project. But man, I just don't see the same kind of returns as I see for Dogecoin, which is why I've got a lot more Dogecoin than Algo. But I've got a good chunk of Algo too, and I'm down a lot. And you're say you're down too. Yeah. You're down a lot too. So yeah, I feel you. And that's tough for Algo. And a lot of people are questioning the future of Algorand right now. So I don't know. Ernie, I put the kids' college fund on Doge. It's either Harvard or dishwasher at Mickey D's. Again, it's risk versus reward. What are you willing to risk? Some people bought Bitcoin when Bitcoin was just laughed at $100 a coin. And it was a big risk. And for those that held through, they profited from it. Is this one of these opportunities? It could be. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I have unMineable X is my favorite gaming coin. So that's the one. Gala was just looking bad. I had some Gala early, and I actually sold it for a little bit of a profit, but things weren't looking good for it. And then there was some monkey business going on with the developers doing some, I don't know what they were doing. They were changing the multi-sig wallets, and it was just and Gala just was tanking. And so in looking at different coins to get into, because I wanted to be into something, I went to IMX. So I've got a chunk of unMineable X, and I'm just waiting for that to take off. So that's all I have for gaming, though. I do have a bunch of Render, and then we also bought Render into our Kriss Pax portfolio, and we're up 40% on our Render. So that Render buy was a good one. So for all of you people that bought into Render, congrats, because on Render we were buying Render down here at like $1.30. We were buying Render, and it's just taken off. So Nice return on render. Here's Doge on the 4-hour chart. Or this is the daily chart. I'm sorry. Again, from the summer, we were tracking these 3 dips where Doge dipped below 6 cents. And then it was this 4th dip that went down into the 5s. And then that's where we did a big chunk of our purchase. So was that big dip down. That's the type of purchase that you can make that can give you some good rewards, is that. So what's your DCA in Doge? So our Kriss Pack's DCA is this one, and Dogecoin is at an average price of 6.17 cents is our average buy price. And again, that's 47% of our portfolio here. This is 75,000 Doge. Now, personally, I don't know what my average price is. I don't know. I bought 400,000 Dogecoin back in early 2021 at 2 cents. And I've been buying Dogecoin periodically since. A lot of it this year. But a lot of that with this year was in the 7s, a little bit in the 8s, but more in the 6s, and then most recently at 5.85. I do not know what my average price is. I really don't. And it's in, and also Ego T-bands. I don't know how many Doge I have. It's in the millions, but I have it in different places. I've got it on Ledger. I've got it in Exodus. I've got it in Trust. I got it in MyDoge app. I've got it some on Coinbase, some on Robinhood. I don't have it all in one place. So I don't know. For those that are interested in hardware wallets, there is now a sale going on for Halloween. You can get an orange Ledger Nano S Plus for 30% off. I've got a link in the description below. And this is what I have right here, the Nano S Plus. This is the least expensive. And it's the one that I recommend because it doesn't have Bluetooth. You don't need Bluetooth in a hardware wallet. You want to plug it in, do your business, and unplug it. Highly recommended. Check it out. Check my link in my description below. 30% for the orange one. Now, the orange one, some say it's a Bitcoin orange color, but you can think about it as Halloween. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, right? It can be Halloween, and that's the one that's 30% off. The black one is not 30% off. Right now, they're doing this special until October 31st, the orange one. So give that a look-see. And I've got a link in the description below if you want to check that out. What's Doge doing? Nice. Very nice. I would love to see Doge come back test 6.5 cents, and then move up from there. That would be pretty. Kumquat says, I have that same ledger. I was loading up on it. I paused because I heard it wasn't safe to use. Was that all FUD? That is only if you enable what's called recover. And it's actually something you have to buy from them. And it's a service that they offer. So that if you ever forget your seed phrase, you can contact them and they will unlock your wallet for you. Don't use recover. Don't use recover. Just, you don't need to. Write your seed phrase down on a piece of paper, put that piece of paper somewhere safe. Don't try and memorize it because you never know about your memory. Write it down, put it in someplace safe. Don't Don't subscribe to this recover program with Ledger, and your ledger will be fine. Your ledger will be fine. So the FUD was that Ledger could get into any hardware wallet and steal your crypto. It's like, no, they're not going to do that. They have a business. Their business is very profitable. And if somebody ever hears that Ledger hacked into somebody's hardware wallet and stole all their crypto, that's the end of their business. So they're not going to do that. They're offering this service for, I don't know, newbies, people who might not be smart. I don't know. They see it as a way to make money. So I don't fault them on that. But I think when that first came out, their marketing wasn't really good on that subject. And so that's kind of what the FUD is there. But I'm perfectly happy with my ledger. I've got it loaded up and highly recommend. Don't leave all of your Doge sitting on exchanges, particularly if it's an exchange that's not a publicly traded company. I mean, I believe in Coinbase and Robinhood over any of the myriad of privately held exchanges, because you never know when one of them might do an FTX. You never know. You don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of Binance FUD out there, but when it comes to these others like MEXC, and you don't know. You don't know what they're doing. So you can trade on MEXC, but as soon as you get your coins, transfer them. Trust wallet, hardware wallet, trust wallet, make sure you've got two-factor authentication set. And if you've got, and it's on your phone, so make sure you've got all of your logins and everything for your phone all set up as well. So if somebody does a SIM swap or something on your phone, they can't empty out your trust wallet. So just be careful with that. We'll talk more about wallets and stuff like that. Right now, we're having a lot of fun with the price of Dogecoin. The price of Dogecoin. This month is lowest volume, Doge to the moon. Yeah, but the volume's ticking up now. We go to the daily chart and we can see the volume ticking up here. And this is what we had back here in July, because there was some good trading of Doge. And that was all around a lot of excitement about Elon and X-Twitter back here. And so we had some spikes up in volume, but it really slowed down August and September. But now it's starting to pick up again. So if we get Doge moving up to 7 cents, we're going to see this volume pick up. I know 2 of your seed phrase words. 2 down, 10 to go. But that's a good sign, dog and moon. That's a really good sign. 300% pump, 50% retracement, and then a moonshot. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Oh, Toss, yeah, I miss your post up here. So, yeah, you did. Yep, that's right. You're the one who said get some render, and we did. And do you know what we're up on our render now, percentage-wise? Let me refresh this and just see what this is percentage-wise, just on render. Come on. Here's our render. 40%. We're up 40% on render. Thanks, Toss. We bought it at $1.45, and render's now over $2. Nice. And look at total balance now is over 10,400. Just keeps going up, and it's all in the green. For those who just joined, this is my YouTube channel's portfolio that I will share the profits with my YouTube channel members when we sell, hopefully at the top of the bull market. We won't be able to time it perfectly, but we'll do the best we can. Get the most profit out of this. And I will be paying out Dogecoin to my members. You're going to be getting Dogecoin. If you believe like I believe that this summer was the bottom of the bear market, and from here we're going to go into the bull, and all of crypto is going to go up, but particularly Dogecoin, come join my channel. We can have fun. We've got Joke Smoke just posted a nice one of the little Doge emojis. You can post Doge emojis in the chat. And I'll be adding more. And then once these live streams start getting like tons of people in them again, those that are members get priority responses, all of that stuff. So, and it's a way to have fun, but a fun with money, because I believe so much in how this crypto investment thing is going to play out using the 4-year cycles. Again, no guarantee, but how it will play out. This portfolio is going to be worth a lot more than $10,000. So I was willing to put $10,000 in here, and the profits when we sell it, I'm going to share with you guys. And it's all going to be paid in Dogecoin. Using Dogecoin as currency, not just for my AMC movie tickets. I've got my Tesla Cyber Whistle, for those that haven't seen that, paid for in Dogecoin. I paid for graphic design services using Dogecoin from my friend graphic designer who's in India. So much easier than trying to wire money to India. Just what's your Dogecoin wallet? Send the Doge. It's done in a minute. That's the beauty of Dogecoin as currency. People will see. And if it becomes the currency on X Twitter, then we're talking financial freedom. That's the theme of the day. None of this is guaranteed, but I'm willing to bet on this. And I've got a lot of money invested in it. And I know some of you guys too. So 4-year cycles will become less relevant as crypto goes mainstream. I believe that too, particularly with these the spot ETFs with Bitcoin. This might be the last true sort of market cycle around Bitcoin halvings. But you don't know. You don't know. But that could be. Holding real Dogecoin in hand. I've got my little ones I bought on Amazon. I have this one, which is the one I've been using. And I just got another one, and it's still in its case. And this is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway. But with this giveaway, in order for me to get this to you, you have to be willing to give me your address so I can actually send it to you. But that's going to come. Just give you a little, I just got this. And it's brand spanking new. Still in its case. Little uglier than, mine is a little uglier than I've already been, because I've had this for a couple of years. I use it every now and then just to show people the fun of Dogecoin. Not a real Dogecoin, of course, but a fun thing. So we've got that too. And that's what we do with Doge. We have fun with it. While we're making money just sitting here talking. We're now up to 6.56. Doge is still moving up. What's Bitcoin at now? 31.7. Bitcoin's moving up too. Not a bad day. Algo, for those that were wondering about Algo, up to 9.6 cents. I have a target to get back over 10 cents, which is this yellow line here. But Algorand has just this big dip here below 9 cents. If someone was willing to take a bet on Algorand, that was the place to buy it. I already am pretty heavily invested in Algo. I'm not buying anymore. We did buy some into our portfolio, and we're at an average of 10 cents. So we will break even on our Algorand. We don't have a lot, 5,300 Algo at about $500 is what we have in the Kriss Pax portfolio. So we have a little exposure to Algorand. So if it does go on this big run, if Algorand with its rebrand and everything else it's doing, we've got some exposure here in our portfolio. So that's cool. We'll see how that goes. So that's a little bit on Algorand. Finally, nice to see, though, some positive movement, but it's got a long way to go. Look at this Dogecoin chart. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did you find out the date Dogecoin was born? Thank you for reminding me. Let's do it right now. When was Dogecoin created? December 6th, 2013. December 6th, that's going to be the big party. So that's it. December 6th. Dogecoin turns 10. We're going to have a big party, big celebration here on the channel. I wonder what day of the week that is. What day of the week is that? It's a Wednesday. Awesome. Already scheduled to stream. 5 o'clock on Wednesday, December 6th. Awesome. Yep. That'll be a fun one. 10 years. Now, the chances of Dogecoin actually trading well on its birthday are probably pretty slim, because we've seen that on Doge Day and other big dates when there's all this stuff going on X Twitter, and and it ends up just getting shorted all to hell and the price goes down. Bitcoin is also opening the doors to us, the rest of us who are the 99%, who also have to settle for the crumbs. Yep, that's true. But you know what? Better to buy some crumbs and go along for the ride than to be sitting on the sidelines and saying, shoulda, woulda, coulda, Better to be in the game than not. I probably bought more this year than at times when I probably shouldn't have. A little bit of FOMO here and there. So I'm down on some of it, but overall, because my Dogecoin is up, I don't worry about it. Plus, I'm also looking out in the horizon. Again, I hate to show this too much, but this is the chart of the day. Looking on the horizon at what this could do, particularly with this coin, because we've seen it. There was one day back in 2021, I think it was in mid-April, I want to say April 15th or 16th, when the rest of the crypto market was down and in the red, and Dogecoin went up 50% in one day. Doge was up 50% and everything else was red. Just people were just buying Doge. And that's the kind of excitement that can happen. And it's going to happen again at some point. Is it going to be next month? Maybe. Next year? Possibly. We don't know yet. So we accumulate now and we get in the game. And you wait. Now, I know there's some who are swing trading and trying to do all this stuff. I'm like, buy and hold strategy. And that's what George talks about on Cryptos R Us. Same thing. It's like people talking about, well, you can take profits at, when Bitcoin hits 30,000, take profits. And Tom Crown said this the other day. And I was like, to Tom, it's like, no, too early to take profits. If you'd have taken that profit at 30K, and look at Bitcoin now, just keeps moving up. Now it's about to hit 32K. Look at this. It's at 31,915 now. If you'd taken profits at 30K, it didn't come back and re-dip 30K. And now it's knocking on the door at 32. Before the Bitcoin halving, before the real bull market, you don't take profits. Now, some will say, right, you never lose when you take profits. Well, but then you could miss out on big gains. Now, is there any guarantee that this 4-year cycle is going to play out like it did before? Well, all I've got to say is Vanguard. That's this buying pressure on Bitcoin is everyone trying to get in before these Bitcoin spot ETFs are approved. Because then they have to buy Bitcoin to back up and have for every Bitcoin that's purchased in their ETF. So that's this buying pressure. That's what's going on. So no, not taking profits. And with Doge, you start taking profits on Doge, you might miss out on a huge green candle. And Doge could just take off while you're sitting on the sidelines because you were trying to be smart. So I'm going to outsmart it. I'm going to take my profit here, wait for Doge to drop back down, buy back in at a lower price so I can have more Doge. But what if Doge doesn't drop back down to that lower price? And it just keeps going up. So don't try to outsmart it and don't try and play games. Again, not financial advice, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. Now, I have in the past done a few swing trades. I made one video about it. I think it was in March. I don't remember whether it was even like this year or last year. I don't remember now. But and it was a successful trade. It was like between 14 and 13 cents, if I remember, because it spiked up really fast. And I was like, this is an opportunity. Sold a bunch of it, not all of it, sold a bunch of it, and then bought back in at a lower price. So it can happen, but I wouldn't bet the farm on that. When's the launch of Doge 1? Well, Kyle, I made a video for those that aren't aware of what's going on with Doge 1 launch dates. I made a video last week that's here on my channel. Doge 1 to the moon launch date right there. So check that out. I made that last week, and that will give you all the details on what's going on with who's involved with Doge 1, what it is, and when it could potentially launch. So check that video out. Look at it, video's got 2,300 views now. It's my most watched video in quite a while. Good content there. That's a good one. And then here we are right now. Dogecoin, Bitcoin pumping. Let's go. And we're just trying to have some fun. All together, having some fun. There are liquidations. We had big Bitcoin liquidations today because the shorts are getting liquidated out. We've got, this is the Doge chart. I should actually refresh this because there's probably some more now. Let's let this refresh on liquidations. So on Bitcoin liquidations, so far today, there have been 56 million lost for shorts and 14 million on longs. People just doing crazy leverage trading on longs. And then they set a stop loss and it gets hit on the dip, like Tom Crown almost did. Actually, he did almost. I mean, he was betting like 0.01 Bitcoin or something, not a lot. But yeah. So that's just today, $70 million liquidated in Bitcoin. What's going on with Doge though? Because then you can also look at Doge on here, and here's Doge, $1.42 million in short liquidations on Doge today. So I don't know who's shorting Doge in this kind of market. People always think Doge is going to drop back down, and they're just getting liquidated. So squeeze out those shorts. We keep moving up. Let's go Doge. Hey Mars, how you doing? Welcome. Doge is looking good. The soak, welcome. Hoping that this is the start of the green trend. It certainly has that feeling. Again, this is a feeling, even over the summer when we had these little pumps, I still felt we were in a bearish market, and I kept saying that all through the summer. But now, this is the first day where I'm thinking this is the beginning of us getting out of that bear market. This has that feeling. It's a good feeling. Feels good. Been a long time coming. Bitcoin is knocking back up on the door of 32K. Let's put a line there at 32K. I'll make it an orange line. It's hot at 32,000. So there's our target right there for Bitcoin, 32. I mean, this is just huge trading to just run right past 31K. Again, it touched it here, came back, blew past it, came down, retested, and then moved right up to 32. Callie, how are you? How high can Doge go? Well, we were looking earlier at the long-term goal of financial freedom. And that's just because people are already talking about Dogecoin to $1. Personally, I think Dogecoin actually reaching $1 is going to be tough. And the only way I see it reaching $1 is if, at least currently in the current thinking, is if Elon has Dogecoin being used, integrated right in on X Twitter. Because that's just going to cause Dogecoin to go crazy, not only based on the hype around it, but also you're going to be getting Dogecoin in the hands of so many more people that don't currently have Dogecoin. And that is when Dogecoin's true use as a currency will shine. And I hope that happens. I want to see that happen. That is going to be so exciting. I mean, X Twitter is just going to go crazy if that happens. And all the Bitcoin maxis are going to be like, what about the Lightning Network and Bitcoin? We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. In the shorter time frame for Dogecoin, if I go back to the daily and we look out, we've got some challenges here on the charts that we've got to overcome with Dogecoin. Dogecoin has some more recent highs here of like 8.2 cents. We've got 10 cent right here, which was pretty strong resistance here in February, and then again in April, right at 10 cents. And then we've got last October's big run that Dogecoin went on when Elon Musk bought Twitter, and that came up to 15 cents. So from 8 to 10 to 15 cents, These are all shorter term resistance levels that Dogecoin would have to blast through. Now with Doge 1 and SpaceX's mission, it'll be interesting to see whether Doge does this kind of move that Elon buying Twitter caused. It has that potential. But I think for Doge to really move up, like let's say this 35-cent level right here. This was the August 2021 resistance at 35 cents. So again, that's a 5x from here. So if you bought $10,000 worth of Dogecoin today and Dogecoin gets to 35 bucks, right up near it, right? That $10,000 is $50,000. And so this is the target. And that's what I'm talking about with this portfolio here. This $10,000 portfolio, of which over half of it is Doge. So we've got 75,000 Doge here in this portfolio, just about half of the whole portfolio. If you get Dogecoin at 35 cents, sweet. That is sweet. So those are the short and somewhat long-term levels. I think overall, if Dogecoin is going crazy, when Dogecoin gets up to this 75-cent level, I think you're going to get a lot of people talking kind of like I am, where they're not going to wait for Dogecoin to hit $1. They're going to sell before. So as Curtis said earlier, 88 cents, that's probably the point where people are saying Doge isn't going to reach $1. I'm going to sell now. And there's going to be a lot of selling pressure. We're going to see that. So, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun being part of it. And I'm just waiting for that. And today, again, like I said, today's the first day in a long time where I'm feeling that excitement. I mean, look at this chart. All the way since 18 October. When Doge dropped all the way down here to 577. And look what it's done since then. And look at this most recent move up. I mean, this is just strong trading up. That's very bullish. Very, very bullish. And it's not stopping, guys. It's still green candle after green candle after green candle. This is a 15-minute chart. And it just keeps going up. And look at what Bitcoin just did. Just jumped up over 32,000. Now, if you go to X Twitter, you're going to have all the Bitcoin accounts posting Bitcoin hits 32K. And it just did. So it'll be interesting tonight to see whether Bitcoin can maintain that 32K or whether it's going to drop back down. Again, this is just huge trading. I'm looking at that 31K to 32K, and it just happened in the span of like 2 hours. Blew right through it. That's exciting. It's exciting. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. So again, 6.5 cents. I would love to see this as support. I would expect that we would see, some kind of back test of this coming down, back test it, and then hopefully move on up. That's what I'd like to see. Something like that happening tonight into tomorrow. So we'll see whether that happens. That would be a good bullish sign for Doge. And that would just be telling me this is bull market stuff. We're in the start of a bull market. Even though Doge is still just 6.5 cents. And again, I know a lot of you are down on your, from your average price of Dogecoin, but we'll see. Hey, Bulldozer, how are you? Good to see you. The dog will always outsmart you, yeah. And again, when it comes to that point of taking some profits, we'll be talking about different ways you can do it, laddering strategy, layering out, those kinds of things. Some may want to just guess the top and do a big sale. And some of you are probably going to be thinking, I'm not selling. I'm just going to keep it because Doge is going to keep going to $2, $3, $5, and they're going to make even more. That's up to you. People have different, reasons for buying and selling Dogecoin, holding on to it, using it. I will always have Dogecoin in some Doge apps that I can use to spend. Like I said earlier, if I've got Dogecoin that I bought at 6.5 cents and Dogecoin's current price is 65 cents, that's 10 times the buying power of my Dogecoin. So whatever I spend the Dogecoin on with that 10 times buying power, that's awesome. That's the kind of stuff I think about, especially thinking of Doge as money, because that's what it is. It's money. Will I sell some for some profit? This time I will. 2021, I didn't. And so I didn't enjoy any of the gains that I had from all of that Dogecoin that I bought because I never sold any of it. I'm going to enjoy some of it this time. And I've accumulated a lot more Dogecoin than I had then as well. But that's the kind of thing that can happen. So, okay, gang. Hey, look, thanks. Thanks for joining me today. It's been a fun trading day. I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I will be live again Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So come join me. We'll see where Dogecoin is. We'll get caught up on all the latest news, everything else going on there, as well as looking at other cryptos in addition to that. And then again, Friday night, I'm on late, 10 o'clock for those that are working at 5. Like Callie couldn't join at 5. Join when you can, but I'm on 10 o'clock on Friday nights. So join me then as well. Till then, look, hope you all are doing great. It's a great trading day today. Not every day is going to be like this. We'll probably see some dips along the way. On your way out, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.